Hey, it's Mikey Mike. Hey, we're getting ready to do a quick install. I have a new dash cam. It's a Fitcamx dash cam. It's an integrated molded dash cam that goes right into your kind of stock look of your car. I got a 21 Hyundai Palisade here. We're going to try to install this real quick. They got some great wiring for this, and we're going to try to see how quick and easy we can do this. So we'll take a look, see what they got in the box, and then we'll try to install this and see how it goes, right? So come along for the ride, and here we go. All right, we got the Fitcamx dash cam, the rear cam, some integrated wiring looms, an install tool, a converter for your SD card, and the cool money maker here. This is the integrated dash portion that goes right up by your rear view mirror. Area for your SD card and your power buttons on the bottom. And don't forget to remove the small plastic cover that's on the lens before you install or just after you install. It's pretty cool. This one is actually for the dual cam, so we got front and rear cam. We want to make sure we take advantage of that, and it will replace your stock bezel. All right, here's the stock bezel. There's no camera mounted in here, and we are going to install this here. You have to have a self-dimming rear view mirror, and we want to make sure that we got all this stuff ready to go. And we'll pop this stock bezel out, and then we'll run the rear around the back of the car. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing installed. First thing you want to do is pull out the, lower the mirror down a little bit and pull out the center bracket. That thing just pops right out. And then we want to take out the console itself. So it pops from the front and then it slides backwards. So it slides backwards. So we're going to try to pop this thing from the front. And it comes with a little install tool that you can just feed under there. And pop, and pop. Pop, pop. And then you want to push forward. There's a small little wedge right here, so you can just kind of pop that.
Do a little karate chop.
Oh. And just pull forward. There we go. Perfect. And now it came out just like that. Pop out the harness. Replace with the integration piece.
Now this keeps your stock wiring stock. There's no cutting into wires or anything like that.
Super easy. And then this will be the camera portion that'll plug in. All right, we have the Molex installed. Looks pretty good. And now we're going to run the wire for the rear just to set it in here. Then we'll hook it all together. Then we'll run the wire to the back. This is for the rear cam. Run this inside.
Literally, if you were installing this just the front cam, it would probably take you 5 to 10 minutes to install this. It was that easy. The little tricky part is running the cable all the way around to the back of the car. That's the hardest part.
And now the cap.
So with the Hyundai Palisade, I'll give you a few tips and tricks here.
And now it looks perfectly stock. And then I have the wire run down here to go to the back. So let's get that installed. You want to tuck the wire up under the headliner, just pop this out. You got to be careful because there's airbags right in here. These are the airbags. So you don't want to get that in the way. We'll run the wire underneath.
And I just used, pulled the little molding off the side and then pulled it out, popped it out, and then I used a little pair of needle nose pliers to pull the wire through.
So running that behind the airbag, there's a little gap. Just take your time, we'll feed this wire all the way through.
As soon as you get the wire through, then we're going to put the molding back in, a little door rubber. And it's pretty simple, just kind of just press and push. That keeps the headliner in place and the cable up into the headliner. And just do that all the way through the back of the car. Just be careful not to pull too hard on the headliner because it's kind of a cardboard piece and you don't want to crease it.
Okay, we're going to pull this off. Be careful, there's a little bit of goo here. And then we're going to pop the rear plastic out. Okay, let's get around it.
This will be just get your fingers under there, pull and pop, and it pops right out. Just enough room to get the wire through.
Okay, that should be enough.
And that black goo is no joke, so be careful with it. Try to keep it on the car.
Out through here. And then we have to come up through here to come out of this piece right here. And then we'll mount the camera right there. So pull this trim piece up here. See the black goo? You don't want to get that on your interior, so be careful. Little water sealer. Just like let it go back on itself.
So we got to pop the Molex or the little rubber cover here so we can get the wire run through there.
All right, I cut off a little piece of safety wire, which we're going to try to feed down into the little tube here so we can pull the wire back through.
If you're having trouble, you can always spray it with a little Windex or something slippery.
There's the safety wire. Now we'll push it down through the hole here and we'll try to grab it from the bottom side. Okay, so we got the safety wire through. I'm going to just spin it around this plug and then tape it.
If you don't get the safety wire on correctly, you might have to do it a couple times, but it definitely it'll get through.
There we go. And now we'll pull it back up. Okay, so we pulled out about this much wire right here, and that way we can mount the cam, and then we'll pull some of the wire back in and tuck it underneath the headliner. That way it doesn't, it's not in this piece here. So this piece here, just pop that off. There's a few clips. See the clips right here? Then we're gonna feed the cable right up in here. So the webcam has this side up arrow, so you have to mount it to your windshield with that side up as it's going to be facing backwards. So this side up, and then before I mount it, I'm going to take a look and see how far down the window I need to go, just to make sure. That side's up? Yeah, that side's up.
And then we're going to connect these two wires right here.
So now we can connect the webcam wire. So make sure you clock the small little lines. And then that's good. All right, now I'll put this grommet back in.
So make sure you snap in the plastic piece before you, so you can measure it correctly.
All right, don't forget that has to go up. So that's gonna be like that. So we're gonna close the hatch and try to mount it from the inside. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna clean off the spot here that it's gonna go. And what's nice about this is the bezel rotates, so you can adjust it once you get it up there. Didn't know that. And also this has the little blue plastic cover, so you want to make sure you remove those. Okay, and I'll give it a little microfiber clean, and we should be good. Now I'm going to mount it from the inside, make sure that that mark goes up. Peel off the 3M tape. There we go. And make sure that arrow's going up and line it up.
The further down the window you put it, the more you're going to see it in the rearview mirror. So just mount accordingly.
Adjust the camera as needed. And now we'll tuck the rest of this up inside once I open the door.
So it's nice having a auto door. I can get my fat butt out of the car somewhat easy.
So we'll pop this cover back off. And then we will go ahead and tuck the cable nice and tight in here so it doesn't rattle.
And Fitcamx gives you just enough cable to get to the back, so it's really nice.
And now we'll reinstall the cover.
Just make sure all the holes line up before you pop it in or they'll bend.
Perfect. And that's all on. All right, quick install of the Fitcamx. Working really well. We'll get some live footage here when we get a second, and we'll see you soon. All right, so we got the camera installed, and a quick update. Worked really well. If you're just going with the front camera, I'm telling you, you could probably install it in 10 to 15 minutes in this Hyundai Palisade. The install is super easy. The wire connections are amazingly easy. It's awesome. My kit came with 2 different wire looms, and I'm not sure if that's standard or not, but maybe there's 2 different wiring configurations in the Palisades. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought one was for the front camera, one was for the rear camera. Actually, there's only one wiring module that you hook up, and then the camera runs just go to the different cameras. So that was a little confusing at first. I worked through that. Everything worked good. The rear installation wasn't too bad. It just takes a little bit of time, and you know, when you're a little older and have bad knees, it's a little tricky to crawl through the back of your car, but it was doable. The only issue that I have is I have a little bit of windshield glare. So what I did is I purchased one of the polarizing lenses here, and I'll leave the model number and the link down in the description so you can take a look at that. It's amazing how much footage you can capture with a dash cam, especially front and rear. And you feel a lot more comfortable knowing that you're going to be able to capture something that, you know, I've already captured a wrong way driver coming down the wrong way of the freeway early in the morning, and that was a little sketchy. So yeah, dash cams are really cool. So Fitcamx are really thumbs up. Fitcamx, great looking camera, great looking video. I'm just going to install this here pretty quick here. So basically it's a small little lens cap that just sticks onto the front of your bezel, and this is polarized, so it takes a lot of the glare out. Just like when you put your sunglasses on and look at your windshield, you don't see your dashboard reflecting back into your windshield when you're looking at it normally, or at least it dims it down quite. All right, we have our polarized lens. It has a small little 3M style sticky tape on it, and we're going to apply it right to the front of the cam. Clean off the camera first. I'm just going to push a little bit. Here's our lens. All right, that should be good. All right, I hope this video helped out. Pretty easy install, and yeah, I'd highly recommend this Fitcamx. All right, thanks. Peace.